Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Badr from RedPill Arabia. It's a beautiful day today in Jeddah. It's about, I don't know, 24 Celsius, and the birds are singing, and it's beautiful. You guys, you know my regular routine. I just go to a public place and chit chat with the neighbors and have coffee. But today, something really interesting happened. I was, passing by a bunch of beautiful ladies with some handsome guys, and they look American. So I tried to, chit chat my way into their privacy, and I said, "Hey, we guys American?" And said, "We're Saudi." I said I was shocked. Really Saudis? Anyhow, make the story short. One of the ladies here is Miss Nora. She's a student for a law degree, and she told me that she do not believe that our quest as Red Pill is really valid. So I challenged her, and she did accept. I gave it to her. She's a smart, beautiful lady, and she did give me the chance to debate with her. But since she's Saudi, she's not into publicizing their whole face. So I decided to make only audio. So the audio will be focused on me. I hope the guys will mind the minor background noise because I'm in a public place. But you will hear it, and inshallah we'll interact, and hopefully the truth will prevail. So Miss Nora, assalamu alaikum. Okay, Miss Nora, I chose a topic that might be helpful from your experience. I'm talking about the effect of women entering the workforce, the sentimental effect on the family itself. And I'll give you 3 points, and you can, respond to it, whatever you think is more important, according to your own, way of analyzing the importance or the effect of feminism affecting workforce and women mentality, and therefore on the whole family. So I'm asking this question. When a man agrees that his wife, his spouse, goes to work because she did spend 4 years in college or 6 years, doing her bachelor and master degree, she wanted to do this. She wanted to finish high school. She wanted to go to college. And college is really painful. Talk about hours and hours and days of hard working and challenging and projects. And then after all that, she would say to herself, this guy, this backward guy, will bring me a home. So why did I spend $500,000 on my education and working hard? For what? To raise children? That's most of the feminists, they would say. I did have a degree. I'm equal to you. I can work. I can earn money. So why do you use your masculinity? Yeah, just for a second. I'm waiting for a friend. Yeah. So as I was saying, the thing is, you can take the table, sir. I'll move out. Don't worry. If you need it, you can take it. Sure. Okay. So as I was saying, I'll edit this afterwards. As I was saying that it's affecting the family itself. See, when a woman works, her money is her money. It's not the family money. So when guys work, the money is for family. Women, most 99.9% of women, they get really agitated and angry if a man asks, well, will you pay half? You're working, I'm working. So we're equal, right? Come on, pay the rent. Pay everything. Most women, they will not say it. You're a man. So they're cherry picking, right? They're cherry picking. You're paying everything, and I'm working as well. So she's taking her money and his money as well. And who's paying the price? The children, having nannies for mothers. The husband will be lonely at home, and everything has been affected. So my question for you, ma'am, what do you think? Your take on women entering the workforce, starting from the psychological and the mental effect on the family. What's your take on that point? So as soon as the guy is back, my question is, what's your take on women entering the workforce that affect the psychological and emotional effect on the family? Do you think it's redundant, or it really has a serious effect on the family?
It depends on what's the workforce, and مو شرط if a woman is working يعني. Do you want me to
Just hold it to my face, so your voice is closer. I'll edit later on.
مو شرط if the woman is working يعني حيكون فيها negative impact on the family. زي مثلا
In English, ma'am. In English.
For example, we have a mother here, a single mother, and she's still providing for her family and everything. It doesn't have to necessarily impact the family negatively. it can actually impact it really positively if you have like financial issues and problems.
So there's no effect on the family.
No, I'm telling you, it depends on the workforce.
I'm talking about regular 9-hour shift. There's no effect on the family? There's no effect on the family? That's the
No,
question.
there is
But negative or positive?
positive and negative. It depends on what's the work for.
So you're playing the game of playing word game. I'm telling you, as an effect, you recommend women to work.
Yeah.
You recommend that, so you have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Okay, that pushes me to the second question. Is it fair that the man is paying for everything and the woman keeping her money for the family sake?
We're talking about the culture of simulation for Saudi Arabia, which is usual in when man pays for the woman, and command the impact on the family and everything they expect for the man to pay for the woman. So that.
So we're cherry picking. We want the Western and Eastern all together, like a
No, I'm
buffet.
talking about the Middle East.
Like a buffet, not like a buffet.
I'm talking about the Middle
Yeah,
East.
you're taking the man paying from the Eastern and taking the one equal right of work is the Western. So we're combining both Eastern and Western okay, values. Okay,
What was I saying?
saying that it's okay, to work.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Oh yeah, the Middle Eastern society constructed a vision in our head that the men should pay for everything, and like
It's a bad
home-
thing. You think it's good or bad?
It depends honestly on the situation of
You think
what's
it's-
happening
you think
in
it's-
the house. But it's like, for example, the tradition of going to Salat al-Eid or
Right.
Daesh.
Right.
Plus it got stuck in our mind
Right.
that
It's a
this
culture.
is
It's,
what we
it's
have
a bad cultural habit. Men paying for the woman. We should change it. You think?
not necessarily
Ah.
bad, but it's not good either.
So you feel bad when a man pays for everything. He give you a palace, he give you a servant,
I
he give you a
feel
driver,
like-
he give you a trip to
I
Europe. It's a
feel
bad
like
thing, disgusting.
My parents,
Yeah,
for example,
yeah.
my dad pays for the house and everything,
Yeah.
but my mom, for example, pays for the clothes and stuff.
Right.
So it's not necessarily
Right.
everything men does.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. So I just want to ask one more question. I know you're busy, so I'll end with this. Frankly speaking, that men, with all their love, dedication, hard work, they give up their freedom, they give up their money, they give up their hopes and their dream. When a man marries a woman, he's given everything for his family. You think with all that being taken for and given on the table, man sacrificing his need for having polygamy, man sacrificing his privacy, man sacrificing his money for the family, with all this being taken granted, they made a manly move. Made a manly move and married a woman. Although he could date a woman, but he did make a manly move because of love, nothing more. See, when a man chooses a woman, he's purely talking about love. When a woman chooses a man, it's half love, half his social status. He must be stronger, smarter, richer. It must be better. If he's inferior in one thing, if she's hold a master and he hold a bachelor, if she earns 20,000, he had 10,000. If she's 6 feet and he's 5 feet, she always look down on him. So men working hard to try to be the best, to impress the woman and given her family. And with all that being taken into consideration, you think it's fair for a man to stay at home waiting for his lovely wife to come tired from work, keeping her money from work for her own expenses, buying fancy Gucci, whatever expenses, unnecessary stuff, but he's paying the bill, he's putting food on the table, he's sacrificing everything to make her happy. Do you think overall that's fair for men and the family?
First of all, when men enter a marriage, there's something called the mahr,
Dowry.
a dowry, and there's something also called the list of things that women want.
Right.
And if the man doesn't agree, he can simply just not marry her.
Right.
He chose to sacrifice himself and everything.
Sacrificing himself, and she in return will give him what?
She in return will give him kids and will give him.
Give him kids. She don't want kids. It's just I'm talking about thing that distinguish it just for him. Like kids, they both want kids. Give me the thing that only she's given him for.
Okay, she's a lot of stuff.
Like one, give me two.
Okay, let's say someone there for you every day, like
Companionship.
kids die.
He's given her the same thing. Give me distinguished things. Distinguished thing that she's providing,
Okay.
only for him. Distinguished.
Materialistic?
I don't care. Distinguished things.
Support.
For example, he's paying dowry. It's distinguished. It's not for him. It's the distinguished thing for her. Give me what the woman give in return.
First of all, the dowry is not distinguished for her. It's something culture.
Both will use. Both will use.
It's something culture and Islam.
No, you don't get my point. He's given up money on the table for her to please her. What she's giving back in return.
He's not giving her money.
Dowry is money.
Okay, he's not giving her money to please her. It's something cultural. You have to
Again,
do.
he's doing this just for her.
It's something maktub في القرآن.
He can marry a woman from the US and pay her
But
nothing.
he chose to marry her.
So what he's doing is just his own stupidity. He should, yeah, not to please her, right? With the gold and jewelry and honeymoon and all these
No,
expenses.
It's not. By the way, it's not our choice. Most of the choices come from our father. It's not us.
So in a woman, you can decline it. You don't want that.
Huh?
You don't want that. You will decline it.
I can decline it,
Yeah.
but my dad won't agree.
So it's not your mistake. It's your dad, man. Forcing you to.
No, it's the culture education in your head.
Well, now we have new Saudis that don't care about the culture. They're more westernized. So if a man came to you a proposal and he's westernized, paying nothing, you still take him?
Me?
Yeah.
If I didn't have a dad, I wouldn't mind.
So you want total equality, 100%. And what you are given in return?
I'm giving them love and support
Love and support.
and food.
You'll cook, you'll work and cook and clean.
And
You're
a
giving me
family.
that you're gonna work, cook and clean.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah?
I would give him like food and a family for himself.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's you're giving back. That's what you're sacrificing from your own time, giving him food, family time, love. I'm repeating what you're
I'm
saying.
giving him literally humans out of his name.
For you, just for him, not for you.
No, for us.
Both of you. Right,
Yeah.
right. So, and if I'm
It's a partnership.
one last
It
question.
goes both
One
ways.
last question. A straightforward answer. Don't play around, ma'am. One last question. If the guy lost his money, he become jobless, and with no chance of regaining in short money. If the guy lost his strength, he become weak, he become sick. Would you remain with him the rest of the life, or would you leave him?
Actually, I have a really good example. One of my mom's friends, that exact thing happened to her.
And she remained with him.
She remained with him, and plus she worked even harder to provide him with money.
I lift my hat out of respect because only minute percentage of women do that. So with positive ending, thank you all a lot, Miss Nora, for your take.
I'm waiting for the sorry.
And we will comment later on about the audience will judge based on the first interview what we need to talk more further about and about the content. So with this, thank you a lot for your time and wish you all a beautiful day. Bye bye.